I purchased my Canon MX922 on Amazon from the seller that has the most reviews. Shipping was fast and customer service was great. I will put a link in the description. If you found this video useful, you can help me out by clicking like and subscribe. The Canon MX922 is an all-in-one inkjet printer with scan and copy functions, an automatic document feeder, and built-in faxing. It works with Windows and Mac OS. The capacity of the main paper tray is 250 sheets, a generous size. It can accept paper up to 83 pounds basis weight, much heavier than what's typical. It also has a separate tray for snapshot-size photo paper. There's an automatic document feeder to let you copy or scan a stack of pages in one operation. The automatic document feeder can even copy or scan both sides of the pages. The printer has a medium-sized 2.8-inch display screen. It has wireless PIC bridge for direct printing from portable devices that have this feature. We connected it directly to a PC with a USB cable, but you can connect it to your network router either wirelessly with Wi-Fi or with an Ethernet cable. This model has built-in faxing, can store incoming faxes if the paper runs out, and can send faxes from an attached PC. The Canon MX922 measures 9.1 inches high by 19.3 inches wide by 24.6 inches deep. A small extra for the MX922 compared with the Canon MX522 is that its automatic document feeder offers a little higher capacity at 35 pages. More important, it adds the ability to scan in duplex by turning the page over to scan the second side. Menu command let it work in combination with duplex printing to copy both single or double-sided copies. Ethernet and Wi-Fi connection options let you share the printer easily on a network. Unlike the Canon MX522, however, the MX922 offers enough paper capacity at 250 sheets to make it practical to share in a typical micro office without having to constantly refill the paper tray. In addition, a separate photo paper tray lets you switch between printing photos and printing on plain paper without having to swap out the paper in the tray. Setting up the MX922 on a network was absolutely typical for an inkjet MFP. For my tests, I used an Ethernet connection and installed the drivers and software on a Windows Vista system. Print speed is the MX922's Achilles heel. It came in on our business applications suite at 2.4 pages per minute. That makes it just a little faster than the less expensive Canon MX522 and significantly slower than any number of similarly priced printers. Partly making up for the slow speed for business applications is its reasonably fast speed for photos, with a 1 minute 5-second average for printing a 4x6. The good news is that the MX922's output quality does even more than its long list of features to make up for any shortcomings in speed. Text quality was just a step below the top tier for inkjets, and photo quality was in the top tier for low-cost inkjets. Although I wouldn't use the text output for a resume or serious desktop publishing applications, it's easily good enough for most business needs. Graphics output, similarly, is more than good enough for any internal business need. Depending on how critical an eye you have, you may also consider it good enough for PowerPoint handouts and the like. Photos are a step above what I would expect from the best drugstore prints, which makes them better than most inkjets can manage. For still better photo output, you'd have to move up to a far more expensive model aimed at professional photographers and graphic artists. If you print enough pages so that fast speed is an absolute requirement, you'll want to look elsewhere. However, for most home office, and micro office use, the Canon MX922 should be fast enough. More important, its output quality, paper capacity, and long list of multifunction features, from the duplexing automatic document feeder, to the ability to print on optical discs, or the ability to print from or scan to a USB key, it will, for most people, more than make up for the relatively slow speed. I interacted with Canon's phone service representatives several times, and each time we came away impressed. They were knowledgeable and patient, and they had a good knowledge of the entire Canon printer line. Sometimes I have to print up to 100 worksheets, which this printer does very well. I also often print 10 or 20 copies which zip out extremely quickly using the quick print and grayscale settings. Another thing I do regularly is scan multiple documents and sign them via a PDF editor. The scanner's auto-feed feature saves me from having to lift the lid and scan each sheet. I print envelopes, front and back copies, color photos, and I scan lots of photos to archive or post on Facebook. I use generic ink tanks purchased online and have had no trouble at all. I primarily print in black and white, so I order lots of the large black ink tanks. This printer is a bit noisy, but that does not bother me. Setup is easy, and I've had it connected to my Wi-Fi network for 2 years with no problem. This is one of the best all-in-one printers you can buy as long as you don't have high-volume print needs. I purchased my Canon MX922 on Amazon from the seller that has the most reviews. Shipping was fast and customer service was great. I will put a link in the description. If you found this video useful, you can help me out by clicking like and subscribe.